I'll admit it, I love orcs, and ogres and dragons and trolls. But a lot of people can't get into the whole sword and sorcery thing. If you're one of them, then we've got something else for you. The world's greatest sci-fi role-playing universe is here. Anarchy Online, coming up today on Portal. Hi, I'm Dave, and this is Portal. From our hub, we explore virtual worlds. I say we because it's not just me alone in this cold and eerie coffin. No, I'm here with my trusty computer companion, Val.
Hello, Dave. Hello, viewers.
Today, we're going to explore the massive sci-fi world of Anarchy Online. This virtual reality exists as we speak on the distant future world of Ruby Ka, where opposing factions vie for control of a dangerous planet. When you become a citizen, you'll choose your own career, your own breed, body, face, armor, everything. In Ruby Ka, you'll get your own apartment. You can own vehicles, and you can join and fight in a global struggle against other players. And you can train over 60 different skills. The possibilities are endless. See for yourself.
Sometimes, late at night, when I can't sleep, I remember my father. We lived in a rust park near Omni 1, in one of those porta-junk mobile homes. There were no perimeter fences, so when I was just 4, my father showed me how to fire a gun to protect me from the lizards, he said. I turned 6 when he took me to see where the first colonists had landed. I remember I wasn't very impressed. I'd expected something monumental, but there was only concrete and steel and a holographic plaque inscribed with Omnitech corporate propaganda. The sights seen by the pioneers were long gone, replaced by an urban wasteland. That was the first time my father told me about the war. At first, Ruby Ka wasn't much more than a mining outpost. The workforce had been brought in from the asteroid belts and drilling operations on Mars. And Omnitech figured the miners would be pliant and expendable. Their mistake. My father said that the rebellion changed everything, and not just for the better. It's never that simple. Still, there's no home without freedom. And we needed freedom because we wanted to make Ruby Ka our home. My father taught me how to use a gun. Sometimes, late at night, I wonder if I'll ever be able to put it down.
Now, Anarchy, as some of you already might have known, had some growing pains. Well, those problems are now gone. Anarchy Online is running smooth. It is the awesome experience it was meant to be. So, let's say you're new to all this and you're thinking, I wouldn't even know how to get in there and I wouldn't know what to do once I was there. Here's the deal. We're going to show you. Val, can you bring up our demonstration software, please?
Yes, Dave. Uploaded in 3, 2, 1.
So here it is. This is the first thing you see when you jump into the world of Anarchy Online. Actually, I'm not in the world yet. This is a nowhere space where I create my first character. By walking up to these buttons and right-clicking, I can choose my species and gender. Holding down Shift and left-clicking will tell you more about what these choices mean. Once you're ready, click on this button to teleport to the next room. Here, you'll choose your face, your height, and body type. These are strictly vanity changes, and they've got no effect on your abilities. Next comes the big decision, your career. I suggest you check out the guidebook first for full details on what each career is about. Each one's a completely different online experience.
Enforcer, your physical and spiritual modification is now complete, and you have entered the name selection office.
Finally, choose your faction by entering the world through one of these 3 doors. The announcer will tell you a little about what the differences are.
Omnitech is a hyper-corporation. The primary goal for Omnitech is material gain. If you choose to stay neutral in the conflict, you will be stuck in the middle. The clans are opposed to what Omnitech stands for and fight to free Ruby Ka from its oppressive rule. If you choose to fight for the clans, you will start in the rebel part of Ruby Ka, on the dry side of the planet.
This is where clan members come into the world, the backyard area. It's a safe place where you can hunt and figure out the basics without being humiliated. 3 last things you should keep in mind. 1. This guard is your new best friend. If you're fighting a losing battle, run into his vicinity and he'll annihilate any bad guys for you. 2. This is the insurance terminal. It's free at early levels and it'll save you losing progress. And finally, make sure you always have a way to patch yourself up. Trust me, you'll need it. So there it is. Run around, have fun, and most of all, talk to others. That's how you learn. Portal's how-to guide for your first time visiting Ruby Ka. Val, can you bring up the mission console, please?
Recalling data now, Dave.
Okay. I'm just gonna come out and say this. We need your help. One of the things we do here is solve problems in the worlds. Bottom line, we need some of you out there to come fight with us. Now, the bad news is it'll be dangerous, extremely. The good news is you could end up looking like a hero on the air. If you log on to our website at g4tv.com/portal, you can view this same mission briefing that I'm looking at right now. It'll tell you what the latest missions are and how to apply to be selected. As far as who leads these missions, we have a man on the inside, a man who can do just about anything. We'll meet him and take a look at online crime, coming up next on Portal.
Pay a visit to one of the planet's many Bronto Burger franchises.
What's the most valuable item you've ever stolen?
Maybe a 5-0 of a higher debt.
I didn't mean to get into trouble like this.
Don't go away. There's more to come in my first ever Portathon. How did you die again? Don't patronize me.
Hello, I'm Howard Scott Warshaw. I did Yar's Revenge, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and E.T. What did I do for video gaming? Yar's Revenge is one of the top games of all time. E.T. is the worst game of all time. Know your history. G4, it's TV for gamers.
Hi, welcome back to Portal. I'm Dave, and right now you're looking at a map of Anarchy Online's Ruby Ka. As we mentioned, the planet is divided into 3 main factions. Today, we're investigating the clan territories highlighted here. If you decide to join their ranks, we'll show you a few places that you have to visit. Val, are we in?
Yes, Dave. I've successfully opened 46 viewing portals at the preordained locations within clan territory.
Excellent. Mike?
This is Tyr, the massive capital of the clans. The city is built around a toxic canal system which surrounds a central island. On this island, an adventurer can find the standard clan mission booths for getting assignments, insurance terminals for protecting body and possessions, as well as a wampa to the faraway city of Newland. Other points of interest in Tyr include Mongol Meat, City Hall, the Arena, You or Them weapons dealer, and dozens of apartment buildings where new citizens can find a home. There are other important cities in the clan as well, like Athens and Avalon. But the real adventure begins outside the reinforced city walls. The Bronto Crater. Here the babies seem like easy pickings until one hears Mama approaching from behind. You need to come insured. And for the true Bronto connoisseurs, a visit to the Herder's Hole is a must. It's always humbling to know what you're eating when you pay a visit to one of the planet's many Bronto burger franchises. Isn't that right, little fella? Nearby is Squabbler's Peak, with a breathtaking view of a bleak desert. Perhaps you'll find consolation in knowing that if you die here, you'll make a hearty meal for the countless vulture squabblers that circle anxiously overhead. Yes, except for the poor Brontos, humanoids seem to be at the bottom of the food chain here in Rubica. In this single stretch of desert near Bliss, there are enough scorpoids and blood creepers to slaughter every man, woman, and child on the planet. Danger abounds everywhere. In Athenshire, the Buzzsaw Outpost, nothing more than a junk pile, except for the giant rampaging mutants who possess circular saws for hands. Or this sunken rhino village in the northwest corner of Tyr County. Do not come here alone at night. Luckily, the rhino men won't attack you first. But should you decide to be foolish, be warned. The rhinos will defend their brothers to your death. And what would a distant planet be without a giant human face carved upon its surface? Theories are far and wide as to this structure's origins. The same can be said about the mysterious Temple of the Three Winds. And what would a sci-fi kingdom be without a secret staircase tucked behind a mighty waterfall? Yes, the clan territories are filled with lava lakes and hidden cities, awesome sights, and unparalleled dangers. Adventure at your own risk. We recommend you bring some powerful and brave friends.
I hope our viewers can appreciate how difficult it was to get some of that footage. We lost 2 loyal cameramen to get that shot of the buzzsaw.
I'm sure their families appreciate you saying so, Dave.
Val, you know what disgusts me? I can understand the buzzsaws and the rhino men terrorizing virtual sightseers. It's in their nature. But when man turns against man...
Griefers, Dave?
Yes. Real people whose sole purpose in entering the worlds is to rain on others' parades, otherwise known as griefers.
Perhaps you should show them the piece you did last October, Dave.
Good idea, Val. Thank you for agreeing to speak with us. Your most recent victim, she was muling.
Yes.
Tell us what that means.
Some people use multiple characters to carry all their belongings.
So these are generally wealthy characters who practice this?
Usually.
And what did you do?
Sometimes, when they're trading goods between characters, they'll set items on the ground. All kinds of things. I would sneak up and take them.
What's the most valuable item you've ever stolen?
I'm not sure. There's so much. Maybe a thigh bone of the high undead.
How long exactly would it take a character to obtain such an item?
For a newbie? Oh, maybe a few months.
A few months?
Yes, that's correct.
I understand you've done far worse than that. A person came up to you, a newcomer to the worlds. He was lost.
Yes.
So you offered...
I offered to open up a magic portal and send him home.
Where'd you send him?
The Dire Lands of Asheron's Call.
The Dire Lands, a place of instant death for an inexperienced adventurer.
Yes.
Why?
For fun.
And you do it again? Or perhaps worse?
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
That makes my blood boil just watching it.
Not all griefers get away with their crimes, Dave.
No, they don't. Some are locked up in what is called an online prison. Recently, we sent our journalist Mike Burns into one of these prisons to meet some of the vile players who did not escape their crimes unpunished.
This is the face of a virtual prison. Somewhere within these walls, hardened criminals await their fate. A fate determined without a jury of their peers. When citizens break the rules of Rubica, it is up to these game masters to decide whether the lawbreakers will receive a mere warning or permanent expulsion from the planet. Inside the prison, hope has given way to despair. In here, the only thing to do is sit and wait. The unnamed player has been incarcerated for using foul language in a public square.
This is f***ing bull. Those f***ing pipes are so full of f***. It ain't even f***ing funny. I didn't say f***. Damn.
This young man was arrested for cheating.
I was only trying to level up fast so that Silvermoons would like me. I want her to marry me. I love her. But if I get ejected from the game, oh God, I don't know what I'll do. I just wanted her to like me. I didn't mean to get into trouble like this. Please tell them to give me another chance. Please, please.
The desperation is almost unbearable within these walls. Here, the disease-ridden roller rats are king, and criminals are at the mercy of the Game Master's final word. This is Mike Burns reporting for Portal. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Mike. One thing you should note about Ruby Ka's prisons: unlike the jails on Earth, no one has ever escaped.
Many inmates are known to escape into their own madness, Dave.
It's true, Val. That is true. You know what's pathetic? Some people, they live their lives like they're in a prison of their own making.
What do you mean, Dave?
Roll file 2-S-neophobia. I'll show you. This is Gordon McNeary. Today, he's having breakfast at this small neighborhood diner. But do you know what's so unusual about this particular day? Nothing. Gordon has his breakfast here every day. Every day he orders the exact same thing: 2 eggs over medium, bacon, hash browns, wheat toast, and a glass of low-fat milk. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, work and home life, for Gordon, every day is a carbon copy of the day that came before. This is Hammer Time. Every day in EverQuest, he hunts skeletons in this exact same spot. Then he makes this short run to this exact same town and sells his loot to this exact same clerk. Although Hammer Time has bought all of EverQuest's expansion packs, Hammer Time suffers from virtual neophobia. Neophobia. People, it's bad enough to be stuck in a rut in real life, but when you go into virtual space, explore. There's thousands of square miles to cover. Don't be afraid. Use it. Branch out. Find a new hunting spot. Do the things you can't do in real life. Otherwise, you might as well be Gordon. Coming up next on Portal, you'll meet our virtual hero.
What's truly shocking is the fact that these stone grinders were slain by a single man.
What is the deal? Who are you? Hi, welcome back to Portal. So far, we've taken a look at the world of Anarchy Online, revealed the secret lives of online criminals, and attacked virtual neophobia. Soon, I'm going to show you how you can interact with us. But first, I want to address a serious concern. In the short time we've been on the air, I've received a number of complaints from concerned parents and spouses that, thanks to virtual life, their loved ones aren't getting enough exercise. This is a flat-out myth. With more on this, our Special Assignments health reporter, Phil Nash.
Those of you who have the energy to get up and go, a world of exercise awaits the virtual adventurer. You can walk or run. Just try running on the beach. Swimming also makes for a great cardiovascular workout. Just make sure the water's safe. And for the less structured exerciser, try dancing. Be creative, and you'd be surprised how many calories you can burn with a little boogie. Or how about playing in the snow? You can even take up sports like archery, martial arts, bullfighting, and hunting. And remember, a little meditation before working out will give you that extra charge you need. Exercise in the virtual world. The possibilities are endless.
Thank you, Phil. We'll look forward to your next report. Before you can begin your exercise, you'll need to think about safety. That means being prepared. Let's check out an amazing tool that'll help you survive one of the most dangerous worlds anywhere.
Entering Asheron's call, Dave.
Thanks, Val. The program is called AC Monster. It is a complete database of every single monster you'll find in the world of Dareth, along with the best method to beat them. Here's how it works. Let's say you're running along the road near Ridley, and in the road in front of you, you see a monster called a Carrion Shreth, and you're thinking, can I take this thing? Call your AC Monster onto your desktop, select the monster type, Shreth, then the name, Carrion, and here's everything you need to know about it. the level, his health, run speed, and most importantly, what type of weapon to use to beat it. In this case, it looks like it's vulnerable to cold, so I'll just load up a frost quarrel and... Okay, never mind. But you see the point. You can download this program for free at net-marks.com/acmonster. There's also a link to it on our own website, g4tv.com/portal. And you should know, this awesome program was developed entirely independently. Is he ready, Val?
Yes, Dave. He's standing by now.
Cool. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a momentous moment in online life. We're about to meet a man who will forever change the virtual worlds. With more on this story, our virtual reporter Mike Burns is standing by in one of EverQuest's most dangerous areas, the Hole.
At my feet lie the bodies of 3 slain Stonegrinder minions, some of the fiercest beasts in all the known realms. What's truly shocking about this scene, though, is the fact that these Stonegrinders were slain by a single man. After the battle, the man simply vanished. His exact motivations unknown. Rumors of this mysterious and powerful stranger are spreading like wildfire. Perhaps soon these curious townspeople will find and meet their shaded hero. His only known name, heard sometimes in quiet whispers, the Drifter. This is Mike Burns reporting for Portal.
Thank you, Mike. He's still there?
Yes, Dave.
You're late.
Sorry, Drifter, we made the best time we could. Tell the audience what you're going to be doing with us.
According to you or me,
Drifter, please.
there are things that need to get done. Big things. I'll need help. There's a big...
Val, what's going on?
Our connection was severed, Dave.
What do you mean severed? How can we be...
Fools, the land of Doron belongs only to me. How dare you send your cowardly toad to this place?
Val, what is going on?
I'm working to correct the problem, Dave.
Problem? Oh, a painful death shall find you mortals. May you pray there are maggots lowly enough to feed on your infectious meekling corpses when I am finished with you.
Dude, wait. What is the deal? Who are you?
This is the one true Stentorian voice of all-powerful ultimate, a voice which sends terror through the hearts of the readiest of dragons, a voice which makes even the mighty.
I'm very sorry about that, Dave. The ultimate has now been cleared from our systems.
And who is the ultimate?
It will take me some time to trace that information, Dave.
All right, well, let's get back to the Drifter.
The Drifter has departed, Dave.
Great.
Would you like me to bring up viewer mail?
Yeah, whatever, sure. Okay. Dave, Val sounds really sexy. Her voice turns me on. How can I get next to her? Signed, Paul. No, I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Next email. Dave, Val is so hot that... Okay, you know what? Forget viewer mail this week. Val, are we done yet?
Almost, Dave. 10 seconds left.
Okay, so log on to g4tv.com/portal to see our mission briefings, links, and info on how to contact us. Hope you enjoyed the transmission. Take it easy.